start with your opening thoughts about Eastern Washington, a big game this weekend.
Okay, wrap up last week. Disappointed we didn't play better. We just didn't play well at all on Saturday. And then this will be my lone statement on the quarterback, on Dalton. I have some doubts that we'll have him for Saturday. He won't practice today, or he won't practice tomorrow, and then we'll see Thursday, Friday how he does. So good news is he's not a guy that needs a bunch of reps. Big game this weekend against Eastern. It's a traditional matchup that people here have paid attention to, and it's a game of import here, and it's been that way for a long time. So we need to get back to work and get ready for them. They have a really good football team. Obviously, we all are aware that they played in the national championship game a year ago. Their offense is very skilled. It starts with the quarterback. Barrier is a dynamic, special guy with the ball in his hands. I think they have, I think they have really good skill. Always have good offensive linemen, including this year, and they're just tough to stop. They have a chance to get away from people as they have at times this year. And then their defense, they're solid and sound. They do a lot of good things. I mean, we kind of expect a bunch of line games and movement out of them. They do some really good things. The safety Hayes, Ledbetter, and Brennabog are the guys that really pop off the film to me. So they've got good players. They're well coached. Be a tough game.
Coach, you had mentioned last week that sometimes when your team's playing really well, sometimes the bye can maybe come at a bad time. Do you feel like the bye negatively affected you in terms of when it landed for you?
I don't know. I know we didn't play well. So, I mean, it's coming off an open date. We had been playing well, and we didn't. So, I don't know. If I knew the answer to that, I'd probably be doing something else.
Eastern's defense has been giving up almost 300 yards passing and almost around 150 rushing. Is this a game you see being high scoring? Their defense has given up a ton of points this year. I think 37 per game.
Yeah, I don't really look at passing stats much. I think those are empty calories. But this game, I think the team that stops the run better is probably going to have a better defensive game.
What does Cam bring to the quarterbacking spot for you?
What do you mean?
Like, what does he do well? What is the strength of his skill set as a quarterback?
Well, he's like all the guys we recruit. He runs it pretty well, and he throws it. He's got good arm strength. He's a smart guy, like everybody in that room. So, as I said, we don't know if we'll have Dalton. I'm doubtful we will, but we're confident in Cam's ability.
Eastern Washington always talks about how they treat this as a rivalry game. Do you guys feel the same way? And if so, what do you think of just the rivalry that's developed between these two programs?
Oh, I think everybody treats us like a rivalry game. Historically, that's my take on it. I mean, we watched the post-game celebration last weekend down in Sacramento. That was looked like the Super Bowl. They had a roof. They'd had confetti coming out of it. But this is always a big game, mostly because both teams are generally pretty competitive.
Aaron Best took over. He's been coach for 2 years, obviously. Can you touch on how he didn't really experience any road bumps coming in and just taking over? He'd been there for 9 seasons prior, obviously knew the team very well, but just how he's done so far as heading this team.
Yeah, Aaron does a great job. Coach Best he's a good guy. He's a guy I enjoy personally. I like when offensive line coaches or head coaches, they tend to be tough-minded with their football team, which you can see in Eastern. And then, obviously they had a really fine year last year in terms of running all the way to the national championship game.
Aaron Best has talked about implementing more of a run game in Eastern Washington's attack. Do you see that when you look at the film compared to when you played him your first time around?
Well, no. Did you say see a difference or?
Well, I guess you see them prioritizing the run game more than.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go all the way back to Dick Zorns on Mike Kramer, Paul Wolf, before Bo was the head coach there. I mean, Bo was a little more of a quarterback throwing oriented guy, but I mean, when Paul Wolf was the head coach there, Paul's the O-line guy as well. They're going to run it, and I mean, everybody was going to run it. The quarterback was going to run it. They're going to line up with 2 tight ends and 3 tight ends and 2 backs and pound it. So, I mean, that's when they've been successful. They've been able to do that. You know, obviously when they were more open, they had great success too. So, but Aaron, certainly Coach Beth's stamp is on the program.
Eric Barrier, one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the league. What challenges does he present, particularly in the run game?
Yeah, I would say he's the most athletic quarterback in the league. He has make you miss ability. He's got the ability to keep plays alive for a long time. You know, he's a dynamic guy with the ball in his hands, so he's kind of scary. Well, we watched him go 96 yards against Sac State. Just pulled it down and went.
You mentioned team that stops the run better. What does their running back, Antoine Custer, do so well that he's had the success year after year?
Well, I don't have a gauge on him before this year. I mean, I've got a 6-game look at him. He's got good ability. He's got good speed. You know, they block it well. I mean, the running back goes how the O-line goes to a degree. But he's got, looks to me like pretty good vision. He looks to me like he's got the ability to break the big play if you let him out into space. So you have to tackle him. I don't think he goes down easy. You know, he's a good player. All right, great. Good to see everybody.
Thanks, Coach.